What if I told you? There's a version of Windows 11 that you probably can't install, can't upgrade to, and even if you somehow get it, it might not behave like your normal Windows update? Sounds strange, right? But that's exactly what's happening with Windows 11 version 26H1. And here's the real twist. It's not just about new features, it's about serious limitations, hidden restrictions, and some very unusual issues that most people don't even know about yet. So in this video we're going to break down what 26H1 actually is, the major known issues, important notifications Microsoft isn't highlighting enough, and most importantly, should you even care about this update? Because the truth might surprise you. First, let's understand what 26H1 really is. Normally, when Microsoft releases a Windows update, like 23H2, 24H2, it's something you can install on your PC. But 26H1 is completely different. This version is designed primarily for new generation ARM-based devices, especially those powered by Snapdragon processors. Which means, if you're using a regular Intel or AMD PC, you are not getting this update. Yes, this is one of the biggest hidden notifications from Microsoft. But wait, it gets even more interesting. 26H1 is based on a new Windows platform internally, meaning it's not just an update. It's more like a separate branch of Windows evolution. And this leads to something very important. The issues in 26H1 are not just bugs. They are structural limitations. And once you understand those, you'll realize why this version is creating so much confusion. Now let's talk about the real side of Windows 11 version 26H1. Because everything we discussed so far might sound interesting, but this is where things start getting serious. And trust me, these are not small bugs or minor glitches. These are core-level limitations that can completely change your experience. Well, no upgrade path. Let's start with the biggest shocker. There is no upgrade path to 26H1. And I don't mean it's difficult. I mean it's completely blocked. If your PC didn't come pre-installed with 26H1, you won't see it in Windows Update. You won't find an official ISO. You can't manually install it. It's basically locked to specific devices only. Now here's where it gets even more confusing. Even if you already have 26H1 on your device, there's a strong possibility that you won't follow the normal update cycle. You may not get something like 26H2 in the usual way. So think about that for a second. Normally Windows works like 23H2, 24H2 next version. 2. App compatibility issues. Now let's move to something that affects almost everyone. App compatibility. Since 26H1 is built mainly for ARM-based systems, it doesn't behave like your typical Windows environment. What does that mean for you? Some apps might install but crash randomly, run but feel noticeably slower, or not launch at all. 3. Driver limitations. Now this is where things get even more technical. Drivers. Most people don't think about drivers until something stops working. And in 26H1, this can happen more often than you expect. Because every hardware component needs a compatible driver. It must be specifically built for ARM architecture. So what happens if it's not? Your printer might not connect. Your external GPU may not function. Your USB devices may behave strangely. Even simple things like audio interfaces, capture cards, specialized accessories can face compatibility issues. 4. Limited feature availability. Now let's talk about something many users don't expect. Missing or restricted features. When you install Windows, you expect everything to be there, right? But in 26H1, that's not always the case. Some features may be disabled, limited, or not available at all, especially things like advanced virtualization, certain system-level tools, low-level utilities. 5. Performance inconsistency. Now finally, let's talk about performance, because this is where expectations versus reality really clash. On paper, 26H1 is designed to be efficient, better battery life, optimized performance, smooth experience. But in real-world usage, it's not that simple. Here's what users are noticing. Some apps run incredibly fast. Others feel laggy or delayed. And the main reason is emulation plus optimization differences. Apps that are built natively for ARM? They run beautifully. But apps that rely on emulation? That's where things slow down. Now let's talk about something even more important. Hidden notifications, what Microsoft doesn't clearly say. The notifications and warnings that most users miss. 1. Device-specific version. 26H1 is tied to specific hardware devices. This means it's not a universal Windows release. So if you're waiting for it, you might be waiting forever. 2. No standard update lifecycle. Unlike normal Windows versions, no clear upgrade roadmap, no guaranteed transition. It breaks the traditional update system. 3. Separate development path. This is huge. 26H1 is being developed almost like a parallel Windows version, which means features, updates, and fixes may not match your regular Windows 11. For early ecosystem stage, this ecosystem is still developing. Drivers, optimization, everything is still catching up. So you're basically looking at an early stage platform. So what does all this mean for you? Let's make it simple. If you're a normal PC user, this update does not matter right now. You won't get it. You don't need it. If you're planning to buy a new ARM laptop, then this becomes important, because your experience will depend heavily on app compatibility, driver support, optimization. If you're a creator or professional, be careful, because some tools may not work properly yet, especially editing software, development tools, plugins. So now the real question is Windows 26H1 the future, or just an experiment? And the answer is, it's both. This version is clearly a foundation for future Windows development, a test ground for ARM-based computing. But right now, it's not ready to replace your current Windows experience. So to summarize, Windows 11 version 26H1 is not a typical update, limited to specific devices, full of compatibility challenges, and part of a bigger long-term plan. But for most users, it's something to watch, not switch to. And now I want to hear from you. Do you think ARM-based Windows is the future? Or do you think this kind of limitation will slow it down? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want a full deep dive on Windows 26H1 features and future updates, make sure to subscribe to channel. Don't forget to like, share, and I'll see you in the next one.